This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Previously on Acquisitions Incorporated. When we last saw our party, they had infiltrated the prison of Revel's End, which the sinister Dran Enterprises had converted into a full-blown blood clone factory. Atop the highest spire, they were about to confront weaponized clones of themselves, as well as some sort of cyborg dragon, when suddenly,
the snow itself, the flurries drifting down, seemed to slow. Slowing a lot. It stopped.
Time crawls to a halt. Our heroes investigate the time stop using cutting-edge deductive techniques.
I can't believe I get to say this. The urine begins to melt the snow. It's a sense of rejection of even your urine. And it reforms itself, and your urine bizarrely skates off.
Goodbye, urine.
A pair of Modrons, Stack and Elsif, arrive on behalf of the Bureau of Interplanar Affairs.
We've been authorized by Tri-Drone to allow your corporeal bodies access to Modron's surrogate time.
What?
It's a time-style causality management system, which has useful similarities to, but is wholly distinct from linear time.
What? CPT.
Yeah.
No, don't act like you know about this.
Oh?
So you're in charge?
Oh, no heavens no. I'm here for cheese.
Okay.
And Lathander, the god of destruction.
No, honey, no. New dawn.
After a briefing on the collapse of the workings of time, the party travels to Mechanus to witness a convoluted bureaucratic nightmare.
This is what's become of us. Time doesn't work. The gears don't turn. We have to simulate it. It's all the Modrons do anymore. The way we keep track of things is with these.
A nightmare that Omin and Certainty are excited to exploit.
Certainty, we have to hope that it is a simple problem, and the reason that they can't solve it is because they're Modrons. This is way above our pay grade, and I set the grade.
Wait, are we supposed to be getting paid?
Yeah.
Some of us, at some time.
Oh, no.
Well, right now, time has stopped, so yeah, you can't bill these hours.
Everyone will have to make do with simulations of their powers and deities, including the orthodox Lathandrian Evelyn and reformist hopeful Bobbie.
I want to perform ceremony. As Bobbie is so devoted to your service, I would like you to perform a dedication.
Yes. Ceremony. Begin. Name.
Bobbie Zimmeruski.
I love you.
Yes.
Lathander. Bobbie. Ceremony completed.
After following a trail of clues, the party makes it to Little Wormgear, a red light district with a reputation for organized crime. There, they discover a counterfeit time card operation in full swing, all according to the plans of a misbegotten monodrone kingpin.
I'm gonna leap over the desk, pull 2 more daggers out of my thing, put them up to the neck of this monodrone and say, if anybody moves, I swear to God, I will chop this little fuck's head off.
You swear to Lathander?
Not now!
With the flow of time restored, and Omin's plans to corner a new market on hold, the party is whisked back to the top of Revel's End as time resumes its familiar pace of 1 second per second. To recap, now, in frigid Icewind Dale, our heroes face their undoing, surrounded by their own clones. And a tower once drenched in Bobbie's urine may now run red with blood. This is Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh, honeys. I'm Jeremy Crawford, and I am delighted to welcome you to Acquisitions Incorporated. Tonight, I will be playing two roles. One, my normal role as Dungeon Master, and the other as Artificer Extraordinaire Vi. I have a piece of paper down here with a secret message. Aha! I have received the secret code. And the code tells me that joining me first on stage this evening is our very own Jerry Holkins coming to play Omin Dran. Next we have, returning to our stage, Holly Conrad as Strix, everyone's favorite crash witch. Strix is joined by her friend, Evelyn Marthain, played by Anna Prosser. Also returning tonight, Jasmine Bhullar as Certainty Drawn. And last, but never least, we have got here tonight WWE superstar Xavier Woods as Bobbie Zimmeruski.
So excited to praise our Lord Luther Vandross.
Lathander, honey.
Lathander.
No, it's Luther, sure.
Only for one night.
Are you ready for some Dungeons and Dragons?
I am.
Yes.
Very much so.
There is a strange hiccup in your minds. For a moment, you're thinking about time and gears and cube-like modrons and other geometric shapes. But then it passes away from your consciousness like a wisp, replaced by the howling, bitter wind of Revel's End, the prison you feel like you've been at for years and years, for episode after episode. And here we return to the place where you returned from the Feywild, where you were in a strange phantasmagoria sent there by the evil sorcerer Cleric, who fired this ballista upon you, sending you into a fever dream all powered by a unicorn spirit whom you befriended, especially you, Evelyn.
Special befriended.
Yes. The unicorn you named Diamond. And you can see now her spirit in anguish as it hovers over this ballista that was fired upon you. You, who will also now have miniatures up above. First, we have our friend Bobbie.
Yay!
All right. Get him up there.
And then we have this glorious Evelyn.
Lovely.
These look good.
They look fantastic. Omin also takes his spot.
I know him. License rights, likeness.
Royalties.
Yeah.
Certainty. Over here by her dad.
Pop.
And last but not least, a very specially painted miniature for Strix.
Dark magic.
Jim Dark Magic.
I'm done. Bye. It's been fun. Cool. That's great. I'm real mad. If I didn't have the contacts on, I would have been mad faster. I can only see this far.
We also have a miniature of myself. Vi, right here, who you will recall is manacled to the crashed Cosmohopper, which is behind this central structure here on the top of the prison. But let's not forget the most stunning addition to the scene, which joined us at the end of the episode before the strange time continuity venture.
Vending machine. Full of powerful potions, 1 copper apiece.
As you dream of that, and hope dearly that that is what is about to rise up from behind the tower, no, instead it is the Mecha Dragon.
This is the opposite.
The Mecha Dragon that is being ridden by the swole, totally jacked Clone Jim. And this Mecha Dragon now looms here high over the Cosmohopper, little old me. And then in addition to the rascally Kellic who has harnessed the power of the unicorn, we have over here a clone of your friend Morgaine, her deadly bow trained upon you. And right in front of you, Bobbie, is the clone of yourself. And how you can tell the difference, because as you stand there, it is like looking in a mirror, except his mohawk is blue.
Spooky.
It's like the shiny version of you.
No! How dare you?
More rare.
It's like a skin. Probably cost money. It was probably a microtransaction. We should collect that.
Can I do that too? Can we?
No, absolutely not.
Cheese, please.
Now, from where you're standing, Vi looks unconscious, like this. But Kellic is very conscious, and he gazes down upon all of you, then looks up at the sky for a moment. What the hell was that blip? There was a strange shimmer. No matter. I shall return to monologuing. Soon this device, once I fire it, and once this test is complete, we will be able to mind control all of the clones manufactured here in this facility all across Faerun. And then Dran Enterprises will rule more than the city of Waterdeep, but in its union with the League of Malevolence, it shall rule the entire world.
Wow.
No, I don't think so.
You may now respond.
I just had a question about time blips and whether they might refill all of our spell slots. Since, spell slots weren't used during that time.
Now, are you asking Kellic?
No, I'm asking Jeremy Crawford, the lead rules designer of Dungeons & Dragons.
So you do find that after the time blip, it is as if you had a long rest.
Yes!
Yes!
Now we're talking. That's it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Strix, you also notice while you're up here that Mintacoin, your little robotic friend who you found in a Yuletide dream, is cowering over here among these crates, and it, in anxiety because of the Mecha Dragon, you see it squat, and there's just a ting as a coin drops on the floor.
Oh, little buddy. I don't care about the coin. I don't know what that is. I just go up there and I'm like, you all right, little buddy?
Make it stop, make it stop.
Oh, don't worry. We'll blow him up. It's fine. I have a lot of fireballs. Okay. I kick the coin away.
What's happening? Kellic says. His long white beard, his bald head, which you've seen in wanted posters throughout the Sword Coast, before you were imprisoned months, nay, years ago.
I'm gonna go rescue the unicorn. Anyone?
I'm coming with you.
Okay, great. Evelyn takes off.
Dragon, stop them! Everyone roll initiative.
Also, Mintacoin can talk now. That's fun.
Yeah.
And Strix, this is the first time you have heard Mintacoin utter a word.
It is. Weird. Don't like that. Sentient? Who knows?
Perhaps a result of the time blip. Bobbie.
18.
Nice. Evelyn.
4.
Strix.
I got a nat 20.
We like this. We need this bad.
Omin.
What? Did you need something, Jim?
Your initiative, please.
I rolled a 6, but I have a -1 initiative, so it's 5.
Need some tiger balm. You don't move
Yeah.
like you used to.
No, exactly.
I have some. It's made out of real tigers.
I gotta rub it deep into the joints.
And certainty.
24.
See, this is what we like.
I use the tiger balm. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Try it.
Nourished.
Certainty, what do you do?
I've always wanted to do this. I literally took this cantrip just to do this. I cast Green Flame Blade.
Green flame!
This is the brand. Just a single tear falls from my father's eye. I clench my fist in celebration.
Oh yeah, you
Oh, that's
can't cry
right.
anymore.
I try.
Yeah.
You can't cry.
I blink and blink and blink.
I love you guys.
And I let everybody know I'm crying. I'm crying right now. I still can.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
You will see as Omin attempts to cry, you recall that he gave up the ability to cry when he was in the Feywild. And instead, around his eyes, he just gets very, very puffy.
I need another different balm.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good deal. Look at the thing I got.
Look at the whole thing. Look at all the great things that have happened for you as a direct result of my sacrifice. Yeah.
Who needs tears anyway?
We can describe it at length later after we deal with the dragon.
You're right. I saunter over. I use my movement to saunter over to the dragon after having cast Green Flame Blade.
And are you going to swipe that blade at the dragon?
Yeah. I would love to.
Please do.
Just engage in melee with the. It's not even all dragon. Some of it is a robot.
So this dragon, in mighty air quotes, has some parts the scales of a dragon, other parts ice, and yet other parts are metallic.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a crock of shit.
That's a 17.
You hit its armor class exactly.
Oh,
Amazing. Okay, so in that case, this is where it gets a little complicated.
So how good are we? How excited am I going to be when all these dice get done?
3. That's 7.
You like that? Yeah.
So 10 damage to the dragon, and then the additional hit I would like to go to the evil clone of my wonderful Uncle Jim, because that's an abomination.
Very good. And Jim
And that's an 11.
screams out, but it doesn't sound like Jim. It just goes, ugh.
We're both like nauseated, I assume, by.
What is that, the Wish version?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that great value?
This is Jim Dirk magic.
I'm not gonna lie, if you brought that dude around the house, I would have tried to seek emancipation.
That's not mentor tier.
I like that one better. Can we keep that one?
No.
No.
We can't do it.
It's easier to argue with.
I hate this one and it needs to die.
In response to the sound that the clone made, the mecha dragon then roars with this mix of a dragon roar, the screech of metal and machinery, and also the sound of an ice maker crushing ice.
And Skrillex Bangarang. Wow.
Strix.
All right, so I have a bad idea.
Let's do it.
You got the cosign, so...
Yeah. So I'm going to use my Quicken spell to cast gaseous form on myself. And then I'm going to use my movement to try and enter wherever I see a crack in the metallic plates of the dragon.
Yes.
This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Is what it is. That kicks ass.
All right, so what again are you turning?
So I have Quicken spell. So I'm going to use my sorcery points to do my meta magic. So I'm going to do Quicken spell and cast gaseous form.
Got it.
And
That was what I didn't hear with my new gnomish ears.
It's okay, I can't see. Both of us were a person.
Advanced age.
And so Strix suddenly discorporates into a mist. And as you approach the dragon, you see that this conglomeration of metal, scales, and ice, it doesn't all fit neatly together.
I guess we can do some work.
And so you are able to waft in there as a mist. And inside, it is suddenly this riot of machinery. You also, though, see amidst the machinery what look like organic intestines wrapping around.
This is gross.
And then there is a glass container that is indeed, true to the sound you heard, collecting ice cubes.
Refreshing.
Is there someplace inside you would like to head? You can see that these pulsing intestine-like organs go upward, and the other direction, you see there is a chute connected to the ice maker.
All right, so where can I discorporate with like the most space that I won't get crushed?
Right here, you would be squished between all of this, but it looks like there is definitely more room to explore if you head toward the chest area.
Okay, I'm gonna go that way.
All right, so as you waft and wend your way through the innards of this creature, you then do get to a larger open area inside its rib cage. Here, you see that those intestines bizarrely are connected to a heart.
Okay, gross.
And the heart is encased in a crystalline structure. And then there are various water pipes that head down to the ice maker.
It's like a bong. Or something. It's some kind of like magic bong.
Interesting you say.
And that your journey in inner space, we will pause here and resume on your next turn.
Ew.
Bobbie, what do you do? In front of you is not only this dragon being ridden by Clone Jim, but also in front of you is you.
Oh.
And then up here,
I'm
the
thinking
sorcerer Kellic.
Yeah.
But also, baby girl, Vi, is she within my eyesight?
She is. You see her right near Certainty, with Certainty brandishing her green flame blade. And also, another crucial detail, especially for you to ponder, Evelyn, is you will recall that when you were in the Feywild, the unicorn spirit communicated to you that her spirit is trapped inside the amethyst that is on the top of the ballista. So, Bobbie, what do you do?
I feel like in my mess kit I have cheese.
You actually have the ever-replenishing cheese ice bag that I, as Vi, gave you.
So there's a couple of things. I want to make sure Vi is okay, but I feel like I can throw clone Bobbie off the trail by throwing some cheese on the ground. So, would that be a bonus action to reach into my satchel and drop some cheese?
I'll allow it.
Okay. I would like to drop cheese to hopefully distract Clone
sounds
Bobbie.
like a euphemism. I mean, right? It sounds like you're not dropping cheese.
We used to drop cheese. We used to drop cheese in the 80s all the time.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
On the corner.
Yeah, that's great. Just peddling. I got the good. So I dropped some cheese in hopes that he takes the bait, and I want to say, sorry, Evelyn, I know we're going for the unicorn, but I got to check on Vi first.
Understandable.
And I would like to go and check on Vi and see how she's doing with my...
So as you dash by the clone of yourself, who could take an opportunity attack, instead, you see his eyes widened, and he goes, "Is that Manchego?" And he doesn't take his opportunity attack.
Nice. All right, what's next? Right?
Yeah, then I'm at Vi. Is there anything that I can perceive around her to help the situation?
So she is breathing when you come up, and you see that the manacles on her that are currently binding her to the Cosmo Hopper have these purple runes on them that are glowing. And now that you're up close, you can see that the purple light of these runes is being echoed underneath her eyelids. You can see that the purple light is sort of pulsing under her eyelids in sync with the pulsing runes.
Are the runes close to her hands, or are they next to her hands?
They are not only on the manacles around her wrists, but the runes are also on the chain that connects the manacles to the Cosmo Hopper.
Okay, I would like to use my Morning Star to attack the chain.
Nice.
This is it.
Ooh, no, can't do that, okay. 19.
Ooh, that's a good number. That's high.
It's a good number.
It's very high.
You're not going to need to add anything to that 19. You definitely hit. So let's find out how much damage you do.
We go 8. 1 plus 5, though.
Hey, you're right.
6.
And is your axe magical? Sorry, your Morning Star.
I feel like I put some magic stuff on it.
Just a little oil.
Yeah. There's oil. There's oil, right?
Yeah, this...
Hold on. Audience participation. Is my Morning Star magical, guys? Yes.
I got good news.
I get hit in the head for a living. I forget a lot.
In your heart, you heard a mix of yes and no, but the yes was more powerful. And you're not sure if it's your devotion to Lathander or Larry, or if it's a little bit of the leaf from your buddy Elm still in the system. Or maybe it's a little bit of that old Viari spirit still in you.
It's the love. It's the love.
Whatever it is, as you come...
That's incredible. Is there a camera that can see this?
The love for Lathander is pumping through my veins.
It's a beautiful thing.
Can men do this?
It's a very beautiful thing.
The dungeon master has taken psychic damage.
Fair.
Because of all of these factors.
And more.
And the power of cheese and your connection with Vi, your Morning Star flares. And you smash the chain. It breaks apart. The purple light immediately stops. And Vi, her eyes open up.
You're awake. Are you okay?
Oh, darling. I was having a terrible nightmare, but now it is followed by the best dream.
Heat. Yeah.
She quickly scans around the roof.
Yeah, we're in it right now.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's time to fuck them up.
Let's go.
And she pulls out her pistol.
Oh, nice.
We need artificer shit is what we need.
Next up, the dragon.
Oh, boy.
Strix, inside the dragon. Not a sentence I was planning on saying tonight. All of the organs and machinery, they suddenly drop in the chest cavity downward toward the bowels of the dragon, and then suddenly everything lurches up. And if you were not a mist, you would have been smashed to death in this movement. But what this movement does is, you remember that container filled with ice cubes? Yeah. You see them now shooting the other direction as the dragon opens its maw and a gigantic cone of ice cubes launches out of its maw toward all of you on the roof, including the Bobbie clone. So I need all of you, as this giant wave of ice cubes comes at you, to make a Constitution saving throw.
How we doing here?
I got a nat 20, Dad. I'm so constitutional.
Bobbie.
That's my girl.
That's a nat 20.
Woo!
Hey!
We got 2.
Melanin connection!
except on the acking dice, the acking symbol's a 1.
I got a
No,
nat
not on this one. Not on this one.
I have
On mine it is.
I don't know what this means anymore. I know the one's on the other side.
What's it this way?
Raise the standard. Okay. Is this 20? Yeah.
We like to keep them guessing.
Okay, good.
That's a 1. This is what I got.
My bad.
The AI being a 1 would be so bad for our brand.
2 20s.
Yeah.
Evelyn, what did you get?
Oh, I forgot in all of that. I think it was a 17.
Nice. Strix.
Oh, I didn't know I had to do it too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't have to. You're inside.
All right.
The call is
I'm
coming
just saving
from
it
inside
because
the dragon.
I think it will be fun for us all to see together. So I'm going to roll this in there and then just add 2 to it in your, with the math, and then we'll see how it goes. So that's a 9. That's lower than a 20, but it's close. I mean, it's a dirty 20.
A very dirty 20.
Yeah.
It's a filthy 20. What do we think?
So everyone succeeded except for Omin.
Man, I had a good feeling.
And so all of you dodge, weave as these ice cubes fire around you. Even the Bobbie clone, as distracted as he is by the Manchego, manages to dodge out of the way. But Omin, just one of these ice cubes hits you, and you realize with a sinking feeling, this isn't just an ice cube.
What?
And as it hits your forehead, at first it's like, oh,
It goes
kind of
clean
cool.
through.
It begins to burn the way very high cold can. You take 35 cold damage. And then
And then your mom died.
We'll find that out in the next episode.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my God.
The ice cube begins, to others it looks like it's beginning to melt down his forehead, but instead, almost like liquid mercury, it begins running over you, and you can feel yourself becoming rigid. You are restrained, but you feel like this is progressing and might go way beyond restrained.
Okay. Let me know when I can do something. And I'll engage with the systems.
I now have you exactly where I want you, Kellic says.
That's perverted.
What a tool.
Yeah, right? What a D-bag.
The League of Malevolence. Once the dragon's work is complete, we'll have to add to our clone library ice statues of each of you. We will use you to strike terror into all the nations that will not bow before us.
I think this is a sex thing. I think that's what it is. Don't cover your ears. This is a sex thing. You didn't cover your ears. You're a pervert.
Kellic just looks at you for a moment.
Yeah, a hurt dog hollers. You know what I mean?
Dropping cheese everywhere over here.
The hit dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hurt.
Be that as it may,
Certainly, you got to do something about this. I don't want to be a part of this weird little ice sex menagerie.
He told me to cover my ears.
Well, yeah, you didn't, and that's to your credit, daughter. But you need to do something about this. He's gonna get up to some shit.
Are you gonna be like a real doll or something?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but cold.
Who would buy it?
But cold.
We have our target demographic right here.
No, I don't know what that is.
I can't hear this.
But cold. Who wants an ice cold real doll?
Evelyn.
I mean, on a hot day.
I don't have time. I have to rest.
What a hard day.
Evelyn.
I'm in the dragon. I can't hear
gold
anything.
right now, and I'll just
La 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 la.
I'll just give it to you.
I'm just slipping in the snow right now.
$50. $50. I'll let you have him instead of that.
In the
tool on
dragon.
the tower.
In the dragon.
La la la. La 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 la.
Kellic snaps his fingers, and almost like snapping a coin out of his hand, this little greenish disc hurls down toward you.
Wow.
And explodes into a giant orb of green flame.
Ow.
On all of you gathered here. So that is everyone but Certainty, Strix, and Bobbie. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as green flame explodes around you.
Yeah, but what if I can't do that? You know, like, here, let's try it. -1. 17.
I am afraid, because of this liquid coming down upon you.
Do you hear this shit?
That you have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Hey, disadvantage. I don't give a shit. Watch this. My first one was so good. This next one's gonna be even better. I'm never gonna die.
All right, it's been a good game. Let's go.
Say hi.
Hang on. I have a -1 dex. So that is a 0.
Good.
Goose egg.
It's okay, Omin. You're trying your best.
So you take now 35 fire damage.
Okay.
I've seen fire and I've seen ice, I guess.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
How,
Now I feel great, right?
how does down...
Unfortunately,
Wow.
it's magic ice.
It's magic. Sure.
Did
There it
his
is.
face melt off?
Evelyn, what's your dexterity saving throw?
I rolled an 8.
Hey.
8.
You also take 35 fire damage.
But
Y'all
see,
going through it over there.
that's fine. I can brush that off. It's fine. 30 fire, huh?
And the rest of you are out of the way. Oh, but not the clone Bobbie, the poor clone Bobbie. He succeeds. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
takes half that damage.
He's like ducking down to eat the cheese, and it goes right over his head.
It gets nice and melty.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
toast.
Fondue.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Omin, it's your turn.
To do what?
Yeah, exactly. to pick out an affordable coffin? Jesus. All right. I have to do whatever they do in sports when they only have like it's a desperate situation and they have to do like a sport thing, like they have to throw it or catch it, whatever they do. It's not any of those. It's weird. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Timor has done so well for me so far. What I am gonna do, I feel like the X factor in the whole group, not like the show. I feel like the thing that I can do that might sort of turn this around is like, and again, I'm also like slightly addled by the fire and also the magic ice, right? But I see that unicorn up inside the amethyst prison, and I think that if it got out, it would be really mad at these guys. And that's all I'm thinking about. Like, I can't hear anything. All I can hear is like a harp or like a wind chime or something. And I'm gonna reach up with my left hand, with my right hand, clutch my symbol of Timora, and I'm gonna cast the spell magic on the amethyst cannon.
Nice.
For the team.
I'm just gonna see, because I mean, I want to be very clear. My suspicion is that you can't see my character sheet, so let me give you a fucking update. It's I have 3 hit points. That's low. That's a number apparently, and it's bad. So yes, I am going to crank it, and in fact, I can cast it at an even higher level than the spell. So I'm going to use one of my 5th level spell slots to put a little extra English on the dispel magic.
As you pour as much magic as you can.
I think I can't like stay standing for the whole part of it, right? I think it's already starting to get constrained.
Oh, you are, as you cast the spell, feeling this mercury-like ice running over more and more of your form. Give me a spellcasting ability check. This is for wisdom.
Okay, so...
And add your proficiency bonus.
I was just going to say, I'm not even sure I've ever even done this check in the new one. I mean, I have passive wisdom, insight. I mean, I honestly don't even know which of these numbers. Is this on the saving throw thing?
So
like,
the number next, the bonus next to your wisdom.
Oh, okay. Yes, 4. All right, yeah, exactly. Oh, proficiency bonus on my character sheet. I see it now. All right. I just got nervous because of the 3 HP. Here we go. This dice, so whatever number this is just for everybody. You can play along at home. Just add 4 to it.
Woo!
18.
Pretty good.
18. See? If you know, you know.
Your divine magic arcs from your form up to the amethyst. There is a glimmer of light around it.
Yeah, for sure.
The light then subsides, and a split second later, there is the loud sound as of glass cracking, and the amethyst explodes.
Sleek, oh yeah.
As it does so, it explodes in Kellick's face.
Nice.
I want you to roll 4d6 to see how much damage he takes from the amethyst exploding in his face.
I will do exactly that. 4d6 exploding face amethyst damage coming up. Oh, it has to be in here.
Doesn't count. Wasn't in the tray. Yeah.
5. We like this one. What else you got? 1. That sucks shit. That's 6. That's another 1. 7. Stop it. 2.
You need a new one?
9.
It's not very poggers.
He still flinches away as it explodes, and then
okay. No, that's a lot of ones. That's gotta go.
Hey. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Hello.
In addition to the amethyst shards riddling his face, there is now a blooming light around the ballista.
Yay! Yes.
And you can see taking form, it isn't just a horse.
It's
You're
so much more.
seeing that this is not the size of a regular unicorn. This is a huge unicorn.
A megacorn?
The megacorn is so big
It's canon now.
Yes.
that as she takes form, her coat, a beautiful violet, her mane, this shimmering pink, a rainbow cutie mark on her flank.
Oh, shit!
He did it.
As she fills the top of this battlement, Kellic is just about to be hurled off.
Hooray.
I'm going to also give you the satisfaction to make his dexterity saving throw.
All right, now it's all coming up, Omin. Here we go. Dexterity saving throw. Oh God, this is gonna be great, isn't it? Here. 8. That's not so good.
He fails because he has +0 to his dex.
Hooray.
And you hear his voice going, "Oh, fuck me!" as he falls out of sight.
All right.
This light, Omin, that you have unleashed around the unicorn whom Evelyn called Diamond, the light starts emanating out further and further in this large globe, and as it hits each of the clones, they immediately fall over inert.
Bobbie, no!
And Jim Clone, with nary a peep, falls head first off the mecha dragon, and there is a splurt sound as he lands on the cold stone floor of the tower top.
May Lathander bless their souls. If they have any. We're not sure.
Now,
Yeah, falling off of Mechanical Dragon Challenge, impossible.
Omin, after that mighty turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, well, listen, it's fine. I got +2. How about 20? Is that gonna fucking do anything for you? Something like this?
Feeling a tingle along your skin as this globe of light washes over you,
Exfoliation.
you feel empowered as you shake off the ice that was seeping all over you, and it shatters off of you, and you are free.
Oh, thank God. All right. Okay. All right. It turned out okay.
Evelyn.
The dragon is still trying to ice us, right?
Yes, everyone else appears to be incapacitated by the freedom of the unicorn, but the mecha dragon seems a-okay.
So Evelyn's like looking with hearts in her eyes at the unicorn, and then looks at Omin, hearts at the unicorn, at Omin, and she runs to Omin and she like cradles his face, and she said, there, pats his cheek, and she'll lay on hands for like 30 hit points.
Hey, okay.
Lathander, bless you.
Just Lathander?
Well, Evelyn blushes. That's the end of her turn.
At this point, I cover my ears.
Certainty. What do you do?
Okay. All right. I'm going to... 30 hit points was okay, I guess, so... I guess he's good. I don't want to look at that right now. So I'm going to action surge and hit the dragon 4 times.
Show off.
Nice.
I mean, what?
I went to school.
Does Lysander help you
I went
do
to a
that?
private school. My daddy has lots of money.
I wore a uniform.
Rather be a rich kid than a gold digger. 16.
Wow.
Was that 16 to hit?
Yeah, 16 to hit.
You just missed with
Clearly
the
didn't have square pepperonis on her pizza.
23.
That's a hit.
So 1. I'm assuming that does not hit. And then, what's that, 25?
Definitely a hit. So 2 of your sword strikes land.
Okay, so that's a 10, and then a 9.
Very nice.
These are good numbers.
The dragon roars
Not
in
horrible.
pain, and Strix inside the dragon.
Please don't hit me.
You do see one of these sword strikes slice inside with a little bit of the green flame playing along the blade. What do you do? It's your turn.
All right. I have a very important question. I've been thinking about this. So this heart, this is not a creature. This heart, is it a creature or an object?
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
It's an object.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. I would love to animate this object.
What? That's so smart.
That is so gross.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to corporealize, make sure it's in between these breath weapons. And as I do, I am going to animate that object and have it rip out. Well, first, it's like got tentacles on it that are like the intestines. So I want those to be arms, and I want it to just pry itself out of the chest.
This is so cool.
This is amazing.
Metal.
Yes.
But, it's reminiscent of Jim and the Tower.
It's very.
Not that not to compare you to Jim.
This was my idea. Similar ideas, they're good.
Yours is cooler.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll let him know that he inspired you.
You can't. I'm in the dragon.
Strix, what you are doing is so mighty and so gloriously dreadful. You can almost hear a soundtrack as you harness your witchcraft, as your magic takes hold of the dragon's heart. The intestines tear out of the lower portion of the dragon. Bobbie and Certainty and Vi, you notice something happening because suddenly there is a large dump of ice cubes pouring out the other side of the dragon.
Do you ride it out?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, why not? Sure.
and then, Strix, please, using the information you have in your spell for how much damage your animated object can do, please roll how much damage it does on the inside as it tries to crawl its way out.
All right.
So freaking cool.
What size
This is a
would you say this
professional
is?
Dungeons and Dragons player.
Would you say it's medium?
The heart?
Yeah. Large or huge?
Let's say it's medium.
Okay. All right. So if it's medium, it's 2d6 plus 1 plus 5 to hit. All right. All right. So it's 2d6 plus 1. So this is spinny. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now roll it again because the heart attacking its own body is going to be an automatic critical hit.
So gross, but it's basically like pounding against the skin of this thing from the inside.
Let me out.
Yeah. All right. That's 9.
All right, so for a total of 19.
Yes.
Ooh, is it clutching his arm? Like,
I'm just imagining this is like a bad case of food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, as ice cubes are dumping out the backside.
Like off the cliff face, right?
Yes. And you actually hear some screams down below.
Yeah.
There is a rise on the chest, those of you on the outside, then another, and then the chest explodes open, and crawling out with intestines as arms, with Strix emerging behind it, is the dragon's heart, as the dragon then teeters backward and falls.
Incredible.
Just
So-
next level.
Incredible.
Important question, though.
Yeah.
Can I make eye contact with Minta Coin? Right. And I'm like, you okay, buddy?
On top of this, like, meatball with these writhing tentacles.
Are you okay, Mommy?
Oh, no, I'm not that.
No, you're
I'm here-
horrified?
I'm like, oh, I like contemplate fireball. I'm like, we'll work on that. Glad you're safe. And I will cut my concentration to this spell and let the heart just.
The heart, the intestines, it all just splatters over the top of the tower. And right as it does, you see rising up in the distance, Kellic.
Yep.
Flying, going in the other direction. And you can hear his voice carried on the wintry wind. You haven't seen the last of me, you meddlesome kids.
I'm like 80. But all right.
You are out of initiative order, and there is a shimmer at the top of this tower, and this megacorn suddenly vanishes and then appears next to you, Evelyn.
Hi. I missed you. Hi. Hi.
She nuzzles you.
And?
Horse girl IRL.
You not only gave me hope inside my imprisonment, but you and your companions. And now she looks with her eyes that have inside them glimmering starlight. But you have freed me, and because of that, I will be able to bring hope to many others. You may pet me.
Evelyn just throws her arms around her neck and then pets the neck, nuzzles into her mane, and doesn't stop. Ever.
Can you get me one of those hairs?
Yep.
I just want one hair.
Evelyn doesn't hear you.
I just want.
Are you going to try to do it stealthily, Strix?
No, I feel like this thing's really big. I wanted Evelyn to do it because it likes it.
Yeah, the only way I can reach the neck is because I'm flying, probably.
On my ass.
Yeah, the little feet.
Yeah.
I did, we did save. Can I just have like one of your hairs? I'm not in the
Of course, my child.
Okay. That's.
No, you don't want it. No, I only like it if it's weird.
Yeah, this is a little weird.
I asked her for one hair. She gave me 3.
Yeah. I will take it. I will take it.
If I were to give you a boon of 3, you would be cursed.
Whoa.
2 is the number. The number is 2. No more hairs shall you pull than 2.
Yeah, I just want one.
1 is also a curse.
I mean, I don't.
I'll take the other one. It's
No,
okay.
I don't know. Don't stop talking to the unicorn. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
What if instead of taking your hair, you just hung out with us for a while?
That's fine.
Now hold on, Evelyn. A megacorn's a big responsibility.
Oh my god.
I'll feed it and walk it.
Mega poops, too.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not magical.
All right, man.
I mean, we could really use someone like you around. I could use someone like you around.
It is a wonderful idea, but I have work to return to in the Feywild.
Are you a servant of Lathander? Does he call you to his service? Have you heard of the Morning Lord?
Oh, yeah.
Best part of waking up.
As they say.
I have, my child. He sometimes comes to my glade, and as the rosy fingers of dawn caress the grasses of our meadow, Lathander sometimes lays his head upon my flank.
She knows Lionel.
Lathander! No, here, repeat after me. La, like fa la la.
La, fa la la.
Fan, like thank you, ma'am.
Fan, thank you, ma'am.
Dur, like during the night, the darkness surrounds us, but the morning Lord shines down and frees us from the prison of the night, and therefore we may trust in him always.
Yeah.
I do think that enthusiasm is probably important to him.
Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
I have lots of that.
Yeah.
And which part is your flank?
Oh, it's right there.
Back there.
He'll lay his head there?
That's what I'm saying.
He is very gentle and kind.
I hate this.
Oh, man. Wow.
I don't want to think about Lathander on anyone's flank.
Could I come to your glade sometime?
Yes, my child.
You don't want to go there.
How will I know how to get there?
If you and your friends can return me to the Feywild, there I will whisper to you the way.
Well, I'd love to return you to the Feywild. How do we do that?
At this, Vi, who never got to fire her gun, is over at the Cosmohopper, sort of jumping hard down on a pedal. And right as she does, there is sort of the sound of the engine starting back up. And she looks at you and she says, well, honey, we've got ourselves a vehicle right here that can take her back.
All right. Are we all going back to the Feywild?
That's a bad place.
Yeah.
Now remember, children, unlike in the strange illusion, we are going to the real Feywild, not the dream of it. It is both more beautiful, the real one, and also more dangerous.
I just feel like we've kind of already been on all the rides.
Yeah.
So like if we went during
That's
like
sort of how we feel.
Halloween or something, then they would rotate it around, but we already kind of fast passed it.
See, to some
Yeah.
people, it's all about the rides. To others, it's all about the magic.
Yeah, I would just go back on Halloween
Now,
every time.
Time passes differently in the realm of the Fae. If I understand in this horrible wintry place what season it is here in the material plane, it might indeed be autumn in the Feywild.
I love fall.
Oh, speaking of this place, should we blow this up before we leave?
Yeah.
Ooh, destruction?
That is a good point, child. The unicorn now looks very serious.
Uh-oh.
Remember, they were intending to use my power to control the clones all over the world that they have already spread throughout the Sword Coast and beyond. By freeing me, you have robbed them of their ability to control those clones. You also destroyed the blood library below, making it so that no more clones can be manufactured here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. This all sounds
Destroyed
good.
all of them.
But Kellic, that insufferable prick, monologued endlessly next to my ballista.
Oh, I can only imagine.
And he made it quite clear that this is not their only clone-making facility.
Yeah.
The other, he said, is located in a place called something like the Home Office
What?
Uh-oh.
of an Acquisitions Incorporated.
sounds like really familiar.
Yeah, honestly, that does ring a bell.
Don't you work for them?
I mean, I don't work as a strong word. Assist.
Have you been to that cloning facility, Omin?
Well, they did drive me out of it using clones of me. Which I thought was rude.
Yeah, you shouldn't be cloning so much.
Well,
that's maybe a bad idea.
It's a hobby. It's not what I'm into anymore. Now it's miniatures wargaming, and it's all above board.
Tiny clones.
Well, yeah.
A different kind of 3D printing now.
Got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
So there is another facility like this in Waterdeep, in the home office of Acquisitions Incorporated.
That is what the prick said.
So it seems like we should just Strix, blow up the building, go to the Feywild, find the Megacorn Glade, have some fun, maybe go on some rides, maybe not, go back to Waterdeep, blow up the home office, go home.
I love that you have put a vacation in the middle. I have a difficult time, and I know that you've had the same issue.
Yeah.
I have a hard time figuring out when to relax. And
This is technically my spring break.
Exactly right.
I was supposed to be relaxing, and instead I decided to come save you from prison.
To get some credits in saving your dad.
I think this counts as an extracurricular or volunteer charity case. I don't know.
I mean, I'll write whatever letter you want me to write.
I'll just write it. You can just sign it.
Yes, like usual. This is a system that's worked for us in the past.
Exactly.
Now, what I'm going to say may shock you, but if there is a clone engine that I did not make, I can't stress that enough. If there is a secondary clone engine, we might want to handle that before we go to Disneyland.
Where's Disneyland?
It's in the Feywild.
Oh.
What do you think, Diamond? I mean, what's your position on all this? Or maybe you can just go blow it up with your horn or whatever. Just point your horn at it. Just give it a little boop, boop.
That is not the nature of my magic. The most I could do is distract many of them with delight.
That might be enough, actually.
I like that.
Yeah.
Distract me with delight.
Yeah, if you can tantalize a few of these motherfuckers while we head in there and sort of, pull the guts of this thing out. I mean, I know somebody who does shit like this.
I mean, I would rather not fight a bunch of clones of you potentially.
Well, are you saying that would be weird to kill your dad 100 times? That's to your credit, daughter. I've taught you well.
Go ahead and make
a unicorn confidence check. One D&D, it's got it all, folks.
a charisma persuasion check.
All right.
With advantage because of freeing the
yes,
unicorn.
Because of all the nice things I did for this creature. All right, +5, here we go. Ooh. Okay, 23.
And advantage.
Jow! All right, no, the first one's good. Let's stick with that. That is a 23 unicorn persuasion check.
She gazes at each of you with her starry eyes.
I look away.
I do not look away.
You match.
It has been eons since I have seen adventure. Today,
oh shit,
I shall go on one.
Oh, now it is about to pop. All right.
We recruited the Megacorn. Recruited the Megacorn.
Here, and I say there's just a few forms you got to fill out, and you're.
Oh my god.
And you're ready to go. You're ready to jump in. It's for your protection.
Very, very good.
Don't do that. Sign those.
She looks at the size of the Cosmo Hopper, looks down at herself, and goes, "Ooh," and begins to shrink. And 2 of her legs vanish, and her other 2 legs reform, and suddenly there is a luminous elven woman before you.
Evelyn's jaw just hits the floor.
With a gown that appears to be made of the most delicate cobwebs, and she has a tiara with flowers on her hair, and she holds her hand out, which has a luminous diamond upon it.
What the?
And she says, "You may kiss my ring,
No.
for I am Celestiana, the Duchess of Delight."
No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Evelyn
Don't do it.
takes her hand, kisses the ring, and then weaves her fingers into the hand, and just
hold hands?
Then just holds her hand,
We don't even know this. You don't kiss strangers' rings from the
and just
Feywild.
stands right next to her, kind of like this.
So glad
I guess we're multi-classing into warlock.
you found happiness.
"Come with me, my sweet one."
No.
And holding your hand, she strides onto the Cosmo Hopper.
I follow. I'm not letting go of that hand.
At some point during this exchange, Vi lit a cigarette.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Vi.
"Honeys, I don't know how you do it. I'm still wondering how I got caught up in your adventures."
You looking like that, you coming with somebody.
Evelyn high fives Bobbie.
Hey, we're winning. We're winning.
Stay.
This LeBron guy is great for us.
Lathander.
We are definitely going to need a cheese-filled vacation when this is all over.
Ooh, Philly, well, okay. That was too adult. That was coming out of my mouth. I had to stop myself.
I was getting ready to cover my ears.
Yeah, I just got a vasectomy a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
We should.
Yeah.
Post.
So, honeys, back to Waterdeep then.
Yes.
With our new party member, the Duchess of Delight.
Yeah. I mean, that's who we want to roll with for sure.
By Strix. Yes, we don't know who that is. We don't know if that's a god or a unicorn. We don't know. They're asked to kiss a ring. That's danger. That's danger.
I think we have just invited an archfey into our
I'm
group.
just saying.
Yes.
This is bad.
I'm holding an archfey.
All right. We're on the same page, then it's fine.
Now, you have to understand, in my case, if it gets all too topsy-turvy, I'm out of here.
I mean,
With you, of course, Bob.
Well, I'm following. Yeah. I've been training. I'm getting some paladin stuff going on. We'll get to it.
well, I have to follow Evelyn everywhere so that she doesn't die because she's my friend.
And then Evelyn, I assume, reminds you to eat.
Evelyn takes Strix's hand too, so she's holding the archfey's hand and the sorcerer's hand and swinging them happily.
I just as a side, because it seems like everybody else is very focused and they're having their whole thing. This is an incredible opportunity for a team meeting. At Mandragore University, did you ever do a research thing, or maybe like a summer camp or something, in the Feywild?
A little bit, yeah.
When they say archfey,
Yeah.
is that like a lot of fey? I mean, like, how much fey are we talking here?
Like, they're pretty up there, right? Like, because if you look at the root of the word arch,
Right.
typically denotes going upward, and if you look at the root of the...
height is definitely going to be part of it.
Well, okay, I have a theory.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more.
So, diamond sounds like a dancer at a club.
Duchess of Delight.
Diamond the Duchess of Delight.
Duchess of Delight.
That this was a dream.
Her name is not Diamond. Her name is Chipotle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, get it, obviously.
Said that it was like a dream Feywild.
Oh, the one that we went to?
Yeah, like it's not real.
I don't think.
But I have this
But yeah.
adorable plushie.
That is real.
Right? And if she's a danger and I hug it, she'll just like explode, right? Like, because if there's only two things I care about,
Right.
and it's you and
Right.
Ak Inc.
Yeah.
And if Ak Inc.'s in danger and I hug this, and if she's a danger to us, then she just won't exist anymore. But I don't know if it's real because it's like the Wish version. We've been dealing with the Wish version of a lot of things right now.
Well, you can save a lot. I mean,
Mass production, lowering in quality, but sometimes making a boutique item for a collector willing to pay a premium price. Like when you look at the Warhammer minis, people say they're expensive, but if you look at the quality that you're getting for the price, anyways.
Are all of us staring at them? All of us are just watching them have this conversation.
Should I just squeeze it and see what happens?
I think that you need to have it ready to squeeze.
Okay. What? I squeeze it. I just hug it, like, while making eye contact with my dad. Tighter and tighter and tighter.
Seeing you hugging it, the Duchess of Delight looks over at you and she says, "My child, it will only respond when you are truly in danger."
She's good then. She passed the vibe check.
There we go. Exactly.
Okay, you and I are good now. I just had to be sure, you know.
Or did she?
Like, we don't know you.
Exactly right. Or did she just say that because if you had actually fully hugged it, she'd be annihilated? I think it's unlikely.
Wait.
It's probably fine.
It's not fine.
Right. Yeah, you're cool right now. I don't. Okay, so let's talk about our HR onboarding process.
Right.
There's an orientation. There's a packet that I'm going to need you to sign. You have hands now. That makes it easier.
There's a few visions that you're going to need to watch in the pool, obviously at the home office. But since we're going there to destroy it, let's just make sure you watch those first.
Or perhaps
Like this hand holding, technically that's not like HR-wise.
Oh, absolutely not. That's definitely.
There's a video about that, like workplace conduct. What is appropriate? And like making people kiss your ring and stuff. That's
right. I mean, That's
yeah.
That's yeah.
We phased that out a while ago. Like it's.
I haven't seen any of those videos. Or signed a contract.
That's caliente. Well, then you can hold hands then.
Oh, okay, good.
So I may continue to hold her hand until I sign the papers.
As long as Evelyn's not an employee, I suppose it's okay. Yeah.
No.
I'm not an employee.
But when we talk about power structures and grooming and stuff, I've done some housekeeping since being onboarded into AI, and like, yeah, you need to chill with telling people to kiss your ring and shit. It's a little bit much.
This is helpful information.
Yeah.
It's a little hee-hee.
Yeah. It's a little old guard. We don't
Absolutely.
do that
Absolutely. But
anymore.
obviously she's not an employee for reasons we will discuss.
You know, this just makes it easier for me to take your place.
For reasons we will discuss.
Privately. At the senior management retreat.
That is just going to be the two of us.
Right.
Yes.
Is it in the Feywild?
It's not.
Not this year.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, where are we going?
Chipotle? It's time.
Vi looks at you. So we're going back to Waterdeep, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't want to go.
And I think that you know where.
Where exactly would you like us to land?
There is a canonical sculpture park right across the street.
I know the park. Very good. Everyone get on board. Make sure you please leave nothing behind.
I make sure the Minter coin is with me.
Oh, just bring it up on the dais.
Yes, I'm like, come on, it's okay.
Is the Clone Bobbie is just laid prone on the ground. Can I run his pockets real quick and see if he had anything useful?
You do find, as you're rooting through the pockets of yourself, several freshly wrapped packages of sharp cheddar.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Oh, that's it, with that wax paper?
Ooh.
Oh,
like a
shit.
starburst.
But savory.
I noticed that Mintacoin is having trouble with their movements, so I'm just picking up after them as they go and putting those away.
For safekeeping.
Yeah, canonically, I'll just hold those.
Those platinum pieces?
Yeah, those.
Oh, Evelyn, thanks for cleaning up his poopy dupes.
Yeah, no worries.
I appreciate it. Those are totally worthless.
Maybe she is ready for a megacorn.
Yeah,
She's already on it.
exactly right. You have to work up.
Yeah. Gotta start with a pet rock.
Well, my friends, please get on board.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely ready to go.
I'm on the ship, but I'm so far away from the Archfey. I am just so far away.
No, like hanging off of the Cosmo Hopper, like outside.
But I'm holding both of your hands, so I guess then it's like...
It's a metaphor, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also a literal.
Vi stands on the accelerator and she says, punch it. And she hits the buttons, and all around you there is swirling light, sparkling stars all around you.
Ooh.
And as you go through the interdimensional space that the Cosmo Hopper always travels through, all of you lose time for a moment, except for you.
No, I also lose it. I lose it as well.
And just as before, when you have passed through this strange extra-dimensional space that the Cosmo Hopper uses, there is a faint smell of brimstone around you, and the starry landscape around you vanishes, Omin, and instead you are a room entirely of red curtains. And seated with a martini glass, wearing a silk nightcoat, swirling his drink, is Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells. Two little horns perched on his forehead. He sips his drink and he says, Omin, Omin, Omin.
That you summoned me.
You summoned me by not abiding by the terms of our agreement. You agreed when I assisted you quite some time ago and saved you and your friends as you passed through the far realm. You agreed that you would accept my infernal intern into your number. Twice now, you have banished Tiny Tim.
Yeah, I mean, I hated his hat.
A hat you still carry on your person.
Well, as an obeisance to you, Lord.
I am not generally known for being forgiving, but I am willing to renegotiate. What say you to 49%?
And I assume that I don't get anything else. You just get more soul, and then you. But you don't understand. Like you haven't thought about this super hard. You're threatening me with a greater share of soul acquisition. With what? You're going to destroy your own investment? That seems foolhardy, doesn't it? I don't know where the threat vector is here. I don't know where the calculation is.
Gentlemen do not lead with threats.
I agree, and that's why I think it's weird that you're doing it. So,
let me put it this way. If you do not accept my minion the third time he approaches you, or you do not agree to a 49% stake in your soul, then I will have no choice but to change my dealings and approach perhaps your daughter.
This is like a whole different level of inheriting debt. I wish I was a gold digger instead. It would have been worked out better for me than being a lucky
zero money
heiress
so
ducky.
far.
You know?
Up a mint a coin.
yeah. True. Come again?
You have three choices. Accept the intern, give me 49% of your soul, or more than 50%, and the whole equation changes. Or we walk away from our agreement and I begin dealing with certainty.
I think...
Why is there hesitation? I'm not even talking to you with certainty right. Jerry! All the games we've played together.
I think you could beat him.
Don't make me cry.
I don't like this imp you keep sending to me. I will accept another intern. But Tiny Tim is mid.
You just said your intern scuffed.
Give me someone else.
We do have many promising candidates in our infernal internship program.
I'm glad to hear it. And I don't just want it to be Tiny Tim with a different hat. You know what I mean? Because I'll know.
Now,
or this hat on a different intern. The hat can't be part of the calculation. What say you?
So you will
somewhere in one of these 9 hells of yours, you've got to have somebody that doesn't suck shit. Unless that's one of the things they do in one of those hells. Then it's fine, but...
I think it's the 4th level?
Yeah, exactly. Shit suckers.
Leave the hat on the table there.
With ease. Ugh.
And a new intern shall appear at a time of my choosing.
Marvelous. That's great news. It's been a real pleasure. If you ever say her name again, you know as well as I do that mortals have certain limitations of capacity, but you know every story that I do where they come out on top. I'm that guy.
I'm so lucky I didn't gamble away my ability to cry.
I see you, Omin Dran. And though my heart might be cold, and the torments I have seen endless. Even I can admire loving passion. Go from this place before my mood changes and I disintegrate you.
All right, I turn around. Is this the door, or?
It's on the other side of the curtain.
Okay. Well,
he says in the room that is all curtains.
Okay, let's say that it takes 7.5 minutes. It's been real. I find what I think is a door, but I guess we'll see.
That one's a closet. Keep going.
All right. Yeah, I look around in there and I say, yeah, this is my cane. God, been missing this. I do some props work, like a couple of minutes. I pull up the cane up to my ear like it's a phone. Like, hello? It's like, it's too big. I put that back in there. All right, yeah, I got it. Hang on. 5 more minutes. Eventually, I'm behind the curtain, and you can't see me at all. You just see the curtain rustling.
With the clanking of the armor.
And then at this point, I'm just running my hand along the wall, trying to find the door. Okay, I got it. I say this 3 minutes before I find it.
3.5 minutes later, you find the door.
All right. Yep, this is it. This is it. I'm going to remember where this is for next time. It's right over here. It's on this side.
As you pass through the door, you hear his silky voice say simply, "Walk bravely, Omin Dran." And time resumes. And as the stars continue to shimmer around you, they suddenly stop.
No.
And the Cosmohopper manifests in the middle of the sculpture park.
Statuary.
People scream and flee. And you can see that it is just after sunset here in this great city of Waterdeep. You can see Mount Waterdeep with the sun setting beyond it, the great walking statues looming in the dusk light, lights turning on inside the buildings around you, and the airships still patrolling the skies, all bearing the symbol of Dran Enterprises. But what now takes your attention is the home office. The building that once served as the center of Acquisitions Incorporated before the company was lost some years ago when you began your journey across the cosmos that took you through the far realm to Ravnica, to Hell, to the Feywild, to Waterdeep, and now back to Waterdeep again.
Yeah.
Here, the home office, where it doesn't look the way you remember it.
Is my parking spot gone?
There are no parking spots anymore.
Dude, that's how you know it's a dark future.
Instead,
transit?
outside, there are carnival concession stands. And over the main entrance into Acquisitions Incorporated, where it once said Acquisitions Incorporated, it now says in garish letterling, Clown Palace.
What the fuck?
The reaction
Clown,
you didn't
what?
get from Strix ripping out that machine's heart, you get now, it's just, I'm gonna throw up. I can't look at it. I can't look at it. I can't look at it.
Like
I'm gonna
lots
cry.
of bird baths and stuff.
Oh my God.
Go throw up on those birds.
Oh my God.
Just go over there and throw up and puke on those birds.
Is this the rebranding? It's awesome.
What?
Can I
That's
buy
not cool.
the
It's
Duchess
great.
some cotton candy with my platinum
Don't
that I
support
got?
that business, Evelyn.
What,
Clown
you're gonna break a plat for some cotton candy?
Yeah.
You're gonna need a bag.
What Duchess wants, Duchess gets.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's fine. That makes sense, actually.
Bobbie, as Evelyn walks over to get cotton candy for the Duchess of Delight, you have a sudden sinking feeling because there's something you notice that no one else does about these carnival booths and the clowns who are employed in them. They all have the symbols of the Rakdos cult on them from Ravnica.
I've been training.
This is the same cult that almost killed your best friend, Elm.
I feel like as we walked in, everybody had their reactions, and I've been very jovial for a very long time, and I've been training to try to become more one with the light, but I feel everything coming back, and I feel like I'm about to get real violent.
Righteous violence sometimes is necessary.
Can I approach, or speak to the Duchess? Ask her if she knows what these symbols are, if she's familiar with Ravnica.
I have heard the name of that city, but I have never visited it. For I have heard told that it is far, far away beyond the stars.
Well, where I'm from, they don't really personify happiness and cotton candy and fun. So I feel like things are about to get kind of bad.
She scans her starry eyes across the booths, and she looks at you and quiets her voice even more. Oh yes, I would say easily a half of them are demons.
Oh no!
Is that
Do I hear that?
Yes.
Hey, so we have a problem.
Axe, sword.
Drop your cotton candy.
Roll initiative.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
I'm still like across. I'm still looking at this statue. I'm like holding back Certainty's hair so she can throw up in this bird bath.
As we're figuring out we're gonna fight, I go, cheese daddy!
Oh, that's it, dude. That's
Bobbie.
20.
4.
4. Evelyn.
7.
Strix.
18.
Nice.
Also, I eat Evelyn's cotton candy off the
Omin.
ground.
3.
Ooh.
Certainty.
Nat 20.
No. And I'm going to roll for the Duchess of Delight.
Yeah, I bet she's got some numbers. You know what I'm talking about?
She's like a god.
Yeah, exactly.
And now let's
Initiative
see
5 times.
what is up with the clowns.
Roll to fuck you up.
Certainty, what do you do?
I do 2 things. First, as my bonus action, I see that my wonderful friend is getting upset. And I give him bardic inspo in a way that only Certainty would, where I'm like, they almost killed your friend. Now's your chance to man up. You gonna let these Rakdos fuckers step all over you? Is that who you are?
No.
Are you bitch made?
No, I'm not bitch made.
What are you gonna do about it?
Strong as fuck.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
If I roll in there, are you gonna have my back?
I'm gonna be in front of you.
You're gonna be in front of me?
Meat
all right,
shield, let's
freaking
go.
see it. And I give him a bardic inspo.
Freaking out.
And then as my action, I'm gonna cast Shatter at 4th level.
Now, where are you targeting it? So you have...
The cotton candy booth.
All right. So the cotton candy booth is right near what used to be the entrance to the company that you were supposed to inherit. And so if you do Shatter, would you like to center it on the cotton candy booth and get part of the entrance and part of the booth next door, or take out more booths?
More booths.
More booths.
Yeah.
All right.
Just wreck it up front.
And instead of a loud ringing noise, I just say, tacky. speak, and it starts out quiet and just gets louder and louder and louder and louder and
Over
louder.
the cobbles.
Yeah.
Into the alleys.
Yep. And each creature. I love
Tacky, 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 tacky.
And each creature must make a con save or take, let's see, 4d8 damage.
All right. They succeeded. What happens to them if they succeed?
That's a good question. Half.
All
as
right.
much on a success.
How much damage do they take?
Okay, so that's 4d8. So that's 4, 10, 15, and then math, 23. Right? Yes.
Nice.
Right? Chat? Yes?
Chat.
Sorry, I'm a streamer.
Yeah.
I'm always going to call y'all chat.
All right. As
Even if
there
they're
is
here.
this,
Yeah, even if they're here, sorry.
as there is this explosion of sound, cotton candy, popcorn, little stuffies explode everywhere. Several
dances.
Several of the clown-looking people / demons just crumple to the ground. But right in the middle of this explosion, there is what you hear is, "Whoa, that hurt." And suddenly manifesting, and it appears it was standing there invisible, is a clown that is almost the size of an elephant with
some ramifications.
with teeth that have been all sharpened to point.
Oh my God.
And it has cat-like eyes.
Ugh.
I have you for dinner.
Gross.
What the?
Strix.
This isn't new.
Like zero surprise. Invisible elephant clown comes out. It's like, all right, one of these. Okay.
One of those demons, devils. Which devil demon is this? I don't know. So I'm going to, let's see, there's no way to go inside and make it explode.
Not this time.
Not this time.
It's going to happen for you again.
I know. I do feel really bad because I feel like Strix is very, very distracted by the falling cotton candy. Is it still falling?
Very slowly.
No, dude, it's like the dance of the sugar.
Exactly, and I'm just like,
You're just adding to the horror for me.
I do feel like I'm going to have a little bit of a penalty because I'm not paying attention.
That's fair.
You're just casting like off.
Yeah, so I'm probably just going like, while grabbing some cotton candy. So I think I'm just gonna cast a, let's see, so it's a Sacred Flame, which is just a cantrip on this.
Sacred Flame.
It's green.
Oh, wait, never mind. It turned out. It worked out fine.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's just a cantrip, but I'm also gonna grab some cotton candy in one of my hands.
All right. And what is the saving throw that it needs to make?
So it needs to do a dexterity saving throw at 17.
It fails.
Ha! So
Go
now
get
it
it.
takes 1d8. Oh wait, sorry, I'm past that. So 2d8. 2d8. Boop. All right, let's see. That's 4 and 1. So 5 damage. Got him. Whatever. I'm trying to eat. I'm stuffing cotton candy in my mouth while doing that.
It actually screams as it takes more damage than you expected as this divine radiance sears it. And oh, that not make me happy. It says with its pointed teeth. The Duchess of Delight goes.
Oh no. Let's see.
She falls down on all fours and suddenly blooms into her megacorn form.
I choose you.
And her starry eyes gaze right at the door, and she points her horn in that direction, and there is a massive cone of violet light that beams outward in that direction. I'm going to make a saving throw. Oh boy, yeah, no, they did not succeed. And so all of the carnies to the left of the entrance, as well as another giant clown that was invisible who now manifests, all of them now start dancing in place.
Yay!
And they are all laughing uncontrollably and dancing around in circles. And they seem to be completely out of it because of her delightful magic.
This is fucking horrifying. I'm just imagining that it dance with the leg. Oh my God, this is horrible.
Evelyn, what do you do?
I enjoy that first. And then since my darling Diamond Duchess of Delight seems to have that left side under control, the other elephant-sized clown is still a problem on the right side, right?
Yes, and that's the one that was just bellowing because of Strix's divine radiance.
I tap the Duchess real fast and I say, that one's a demon, right? I point at the clown.
Oh, yes, child.
Okay, great. And then I'm just going to take out Lightfall, my battle axe, rise into the air, and bring it down right on the clown's head. My specialty.
It's a great angle.
It really is. So, first attack is going... Man, I'm rolling horrible tonight. That's an 18, though, to hit.
That hits.
Great.
Hey, that's pretty good still.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm going to use Divine Smite. So I'm going to use one...
Oh, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
That radiant in there?
Yeah.
Oof.
Channeling the light of Lathander. So I'm going to use one spell slot to add 2d8 to my damage. So my damage is... I'm using it two-handed, so it's 1d10 plus 5, which will be 11, plus...
Here comes the sauce.
6. Yes, 6.
Remember the beast.
So 17 plus 7 is 24 for my first hit. Radiant.
Yeah.
I think I heard plus d8, but I don't have improved Divine Smite because for some reason we're level 10 now. Oh, because it's a... You're right, it's a fiend, so I get another one. Right? Yeah. All right, plus 7. So that's 31.
All right.
Just decapitate him?
No, I was down. So
oh, that's true. Split in half.
If that wasn't radiant damage, it would have survived it. But
yay, Lathander!
As you come hewing down and the divine light shimmers around you, the clown just goes, oh. And it is dead.
May you be born again in the light of a new dawn. A horrible fiend.
Actually, they're born again back in the health. They come back.
Well, maybe Lathander will go visit them.
He won't.
It's fine. I have another attack, though. So, is there anyone else near me?
There is the other elephant-sized clown that is currently dancing.
I mean, it's weird, but...
It is a little weird, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same, I just, came down, and then on this one I'll come up. Just a big old...
And you have advantage on this attack roll because it's so busy dancing.
With the cotton candy falling still.
All right, so that's going to be 17 plus 9, so 26 to hit.
You hit.
All right. Base damage is going to be only 6, but we'll add Divine Smite again. So that's going to be 13, 16, and then 5 is 21 radiant.
God.
Again.
Exactly.
If it weren't radiant, it would have survived it. But because that's doubled, it is also toast.
We're talking about a situation where cotton candy is slowly falling on a demon's internal organs.
Floating around.
Oh, yeah.
Covered in the blood spray mist, too.
And I turn to make sure that the Duchess is watching.
She nods her head in approval.
I brush some cotton candy out of my eye.
Oh my God. Strix is like, wait, sorry, it's the abyss. The demons go to the abyss, not the hells. I was confused.
And
you're drawing a diagram.
Yeah, it's just like in the sand.
As you say this, strange fungus is rapidly growing on the giant corpses, and you can see them decomposing before your eyes. It's like that camera footage that's set up.
Is the fungus eating the cotton candy to grow?
The cotton candy is actually landing and then kind of growing on top of the fungus.
I spit it out. No.
Bobbie, you see no more of these giant clowns. The carnies over on the right are running for their lives, while the ones on the left dance. In the middle, you can see that Certainty's shatter spell not only hit the guards that were there, but also must have hit the double door as well, because it's actually beginning to move inward, and you can see a bit of a shatter pattern on it where your spell hit. And you can see into the clown palace, into a large corridor that has funhouse mirrors on either side.
Oh, no.
But beyond that, what really catches your eye is a giant gathering of people who must be in perhaps an atrium deeper in the clown palace. And there is fire rumbling, and you can actually, as you see this, feel the earth beginning to shake under your feet. All of you feel this.
What the hell are they doing?
Are we? I don't think we're in water deep.
Anymore.
Besides the Rakdos clowns, everything else looks like Waterdeep. Okay. And the street is rumbling. And you can also see, as you look up at the building, that a pointed missile-like thing is beginning to rise up out of the center of the building.
What?
Do they have a tactical nuke in our base?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, I'm not going to say I never considered it. Obviously, the costs were prohibitive at the time. But no.
We just didn't have the space.
That's not mine. You know how it is.
Room,
well, no, exactly right.
Zoning laws.
And they need that. Now, there's the nursing room, obviously, so.
Times have changed. We're progressive now.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's 1497.
We're changing with the time.
Okay, so.
Do you ever know what they're talking about?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I was thinking about whether or not that was, if it was a demon, then well, they'd be mad at me. But then Asmodeus, isn't it? Asmodeus, it's a devil.
Aren't you related or something?
No, we're not related. I called him my dad once, but that wasn't true.
It was euphemistic.
We're in trouble. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so
this missile's coming up in
like out
the building,
of the top of the
We're all just having side conversations.
Yeah.
It is
going up.
The missile is beginning to protrude from the center of the building, and
Is someone whose turn it is going to do something about that?
I already killed all my demons. You know what I mean? So this is it projecting up from the top of the building?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And Bobbie, looking down the main hallway, you can actually see flames coming from underneath this thing inside the building.
What the?
How tall is the roof of this building?
Oh, this building is easily 8 stories high.
So if you had...
And you also have a clear shot down the hallway to whatever this thing is.
Down through the base of the building, I guess.
But if I can jump 3 times higher than my normal distance, and I have a javelin that might shoot me even further, I could go attack it from the top. Because the fire would mess me up if I ran underneath it. So I'm going to attempt to pole vault up onto the top of this thing, and then see what happens.
All right.
So you can move 30 feet, right?
I'm in the air. Can I aid him?
So using your boots that were enhanced by Vi.
Striding and springing.
And she sees you doing it, and she's like, that's right, honey.
Okay.
And what the fuck is that? She says, looking at this missile protruding from the roof of the clown palace.
So whatever it is, it can't be good, so we should probably do something about it. So I'm gonna take care of it. I'll be back.
You go with the morning star. I'm just gonna bang on it a few times, and it'll be fun. I'm gonna bang on the most dangerous part of it, and I'm sure it'll be great.
Ding, ding.
I got a rope. I can latch onto something.
There we go.
What should I roll for to jump up there?
Acrobatics.
What's your strength again?
My strength is 20.
Just give me a strength athletics check.
Okay.
Do you want to rage?
Boy.
Yes, I can rage right now. Yeah, I'd like to rage. And then...
Right, so you have advantage.
Roll this. That's 6. We'll roll it again.
That's the one.
As I see this coming out of the top of the building, it's starting to protrude, and I know that I've got one shot.
One opportunity.
One chance. This morning I ate mom's spaghetti. I'm feeling real good. It's cobblestone, correct?
Yes.
Which is helpful in this situation. I run, my javelin gets stuck right in the cobblestone. It launches me right to the top of this building, and as I'm coming down on top of it, I latch on and hug it to make sure that my grip is good, and I'm there.
Oh boy.
Now, just going with what I know. Morning Star, baby.
Yeah.
And you said no? It's okay, Bobbie's reckless. I'm gonna take my Morning Star and take the tip of it and smash it into the tip of whatever this thing is.
Oh no!
Right. Give me an attack roll.
I hope this isn't.
Yeah.
I like Bobbie. Don't die.
Yeah, we're gonna see how much further you can fly.
I'll be okay. So 11 plus, what do we go, strength?
Yeah.
But, no, so okay, 16.
You hit.
That's great. Great. Well, what happens now?
Let's roll damage.
Okay.
You can add the bardic inspo die to your damage because College of Valor.
That's right. This is what we
So
like.
add an extra D8.
Just an
Extra D8. Okay, so we'll do this
Full D8?
twice.
Yeah.
And I've got +3 on this too, so 7 plus 3 plus, you said 3? Or another D8. Oh, so 10. 2, 5, 15.
You hit, and there is a loud clang that echoes down into the structure below, and you see a little bit of a crack start to form. And as you do this, you see through the little bit of the crack that is opening up that inside, whatever this thing is, it seems to be filled with people.
What? Guys, there's people in here!
And the people you're looking at, you see 3 omens, and they look like they're asleep inside this missile.
This is a big experience for you. That's a lot to
Omin, what do you do?
I mean, I don't even know about any of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's inside the missile. I didn't even install this missile. It's not my missile.
You can see whatever this thing is rising up through the roof, and you can also feel the rumbling in the street. And the
And
door.
you just said people, not omens, right?
Yeah, well, because I didn't know there were omens yet, but at the point that I saw omens, cheese daddy! We got hella cheese daddies in this thing.
I mean, honestly, for you, that's a plus.
Huge. More cheese for me.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to run out. You got mega cheese. This is not a monster in the classic sense, right? I mean, like, I think we can all agree on that. I can't banish it because he's on there, and also it's not a creature. It's not made out of stone. I mean, that's really a go-to for me. Yeah. Metal. Listen, we've had this metal stone conversation before. So, essentially, we can see that like flames are beginning to like spit out of the base. So they're willing to destroy the whole building to launch this thing. It seems like. Shit. How do I get up there? It's too high, and I can't jump like some people.
I don't have a company like some people.
Yeah. Jeez. Here's what I would, but it's some kind of an alchemical thing in there. I wonder if I can put it out. I wonder if I can put the flame from the thrust out underneath. The light rain?
The flame is green.
Oh, it's green flame. There you go. I'm thinking about exactly, right? This is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
It might be
Same
fun.
page.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Here. So this is really dumb and bad. I'm gonna run straight in and see if I can get like eyes on the base of this, like the actual operational structure in the base. I know that it's bad and dumb. I mean, I want to make sure that everybody knows. I mean, like fire. I mean, historically it's been a bad time, but
You run down the grand hallway of Funhouse Mirrors. One step
really
you're
funny, actually.
stretched, the next step you're squished, The next step, you're upside down. The next step, you're sideways. And this just goes on as you run in deeper into the clown palace, until you get into this vast atrium where, sure enough, a missile that is over 8 stories tall, filled, because here you can see on the lower levels that the lower levels of this missile are transparent, and inside there are pods filled with clones of you and your companions. And on the upper levels of the atrium, on balconies, behind large, what look like almost crystalline structures, shielding them from the fire.
Exactly.
You see employees of Drawn Enterprises. You see members of the Rakdos blood cult. You see Kellic on one of the balconies.
Oh, no.
And
inside?
Yes, up on one of these balconies. And standing next to him, there is this hulking, demonic-looking figure with 2 lesser figures standing next to it with little signs that say on them, "The Great Lord Rakdos." And then on the other side of him, sitting in a throne, sipping champagne, is your sister.
Wow.
And
yeah.
And
Portentia, almost certainly.
And as Portentia gazes down at you, her voice somehow magnifying in this space, even through these crystalline blast shields, she says, "Dear brother, late as always. You might have destroyed our Revel's End facility, but it just sped up our operations here. And thanks to our friends from Ravnica who followed your cosmic trail back to Faerun, while you whiled away your years there, we are about to launch our greatest triumph, the clone missile that will seed our minions all over the Sword Coast, and Drawn Enterprises' control will be complete." And that is where we will end.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, that was great. Great.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this night of Dungeons & Dragons.
All right. Now, gathered throng, what a pleasure it has been to bring Acquisitions Incorporated back to you. We had some help doing that. Of course, you might have seen all the spell and D&D information coming up on the D&D Beyond. We're more than happy. It's never been easier. We're more than happy to have them back as a sponsor. Now, obviously, D&D is growing. You saw the video. A second up, we are super, super pleased to be working with local indie powerhouse Lightfox Games. Knight's Edge stuff for Jim is in there right now. If you use the code PAX West, you can get the Jim Dark Magic cosmetic in there. I have run my phone down 3 times during the show playing it in bed. It's very, very good. Level Up Dice has supported us for years and years and years as we have traveled the world. Their dice are really, really cool. Of course, they have a booth on the show floor you can check out, or on their online store. And Resolution Games makes a really, really cool game called Demio that is basically like a, see, you know what I'm talking about, right?
So good.
It's basically a dungeon crawl tactics game that you can play with your friends in VR or out, or any mix of it. Until next time, thank you so much.